All
know
right,
what happened.
5:14 in 4 seconds. We're fashionably late. Time to laugh. Welcome to Hooligans Underground and welcome to Standing Room Only.
Yay!
So I'm going to start one right here, right now, with Boudreaux. All right. Boudreaux, let me start over. Boudreaux walks onto his front porch one day and he sees a gorilla in the tree on his front yard. A gorilla in South Louisiana. Now he calls animal control, and about an hour later, Thibodeau shows up with a ladder, a pit bull, and a shotgun. Now Thibodeau tells Boudreaux, I am here to get the gorilla out of that tree. I'm going to use this ladder to climb up the tree and shake the branch. The gorilla going to fall and knock all the way to the ground. Now the pit bull is trained to go after anything that falls off the tree, and they're going to bite their balls, which calms the animal down so I can put him in the truck. It's like eco-friendly tranquilizer. Now Boudreaux says to this, okay, I see what the ladder and the pit bull are for, but what that shotgun for? Thibodeau looked at the shotgun, looked back at Boudreaux. He said, oh, that's for you, just in case I fall out the tree. Shoot that damn dog.
Oh, Lord. Oh.
All right, I'm going to do another one.
Am I the only one that got that joke?
I think so.
Good God. Or did everybody else go off and make a drink? What the hell's going on in this place?
That might be what it is.
Sandra, get your voice on. Come on, girl.
All right, the Bro Bridge Rescue Squad was called to the home of Boudreaux and Marie for an apparent heart attack. When the squad got there, it was too late and Boudreaux was dead.
Oh, no.
Yep. While consoling Marie, one of the rescuers noticed that the bed was a mess, all messed up.
Hmm.
Now he asked Marie what symptoms Boudreaux had suffered and if anything had precipitated the heart attack.
Hmm.
Now Marie replied to that. She said, well, we were in the bed making love and he started moaning, groaning, thrashing about the bed, panting, and sweating. I thought he was coming, but I guess he was going.
Hey, Wild.
Hey,
Hi,
Wild.
WyNott. Thanks for texting me.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of stuff. I totally forgot.
That's what
Uh,
we do. We harass people. If you don't show
Yeah.
up,
If you don't
expect
show
a
up,
phone
you're going
call,
to get your ass
just like school.
beat. Hey.
yeah,
All
man.
right, y'all. Thibodeau's marriage was getting pretty dang dull. So he asked Boudreaux if he had any ideas on how to add some excitement into his marriage. Well, Boudreaux said, you can always have an affair. Now, Thibodeau said, I can't do that. I will always be faithful to her. So Boudreaux said, well, if you convince her to let you do it, then it won't be cheating. Now, Tib agrees to give that a try. And the next time Clotilde seemed like she was in a really good mood, he shared that idea with her that a new partner could be excitement. Now Clotilde says, honey, that ain't gonna help our marriage. Believe me, I already tried that.
Oh, good God. Oh,
And you know what? It was probably with Boudreaux.
Oh, that's too funny.
hi, Mr.
Oh, that's
Wibble.
too funny. Hi, Wibble. Glad you can make it.
Mr. Wibbles might play music later if we can. I don't know if we can. If we can't, it's all right, but we'll figure
I
it
see
out.
he got a guitar. All right,
Hey,
I'm gonna do one more, and then we're gonna ask for open mic.
Okay. Where are
All right,
Figger and Glisa?
We don't know. They're
we don't
answering.
know,
Okay. Okay.
I've
All right,
texted
one
them.
but
more.
they may pop in. Who knows?
I hope so.
All right, Miss
Could you?
Abel is a teacher. Now she teaching a class, and she sees that little Boudreaux ain't paying attention. So she slapped the ruler on the desk and asked him, Boudreaux, if there are 3 ducks sitting on the fence and you shoot one of them, how many are left? Little Boudreaux said, none. Now Miss Abel asked, now why you say none? You only shot one. Now little Boo said, because the shot scared them all off. They flew
Yeah,
away.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Miss Abel said, no, there's 2 of them left, but I like the way you think. Now little Boo, feeling all proud about himself now, he asked the teacher, if you see 3 women walking out the ice cream parlor, one is licking her ice cream, one is sucking on her ice cream, and one is biting her into her ice cream. Which one of them women is married? Now Miss Abel, she really don't like getting, questioned like that. But she says, well, the one sucking her ice cream, Boudreaux. Lou Boudreaux said, no, the one with the wedding ring. But I like the way you're thinking. Okay. All right. That might have bombed. Might not have. Open
I
mic.
thought it was funny.
Me,
Open mic. Who up?
Who
Who
up?
that?
me.
I see Pepper.
Pepper.
She's hopping out.
Pepper's
All right,
coming
everybody.
up. Yay!
Big warm welcome
Pepper, welcome back.
to the farmer's daughter.
Yay! Hi, everyone.
Hola.
See if I can get here with Henrietta. You know, my sissy Y and I had a bit of an argument the other day. She yelled at me, "This isn't the first time my husband's cheated on me, but you're my sister. You'd better have a better explanation than that magic lamp that you're holding." I said, "Well, sis, you know, you have to be very specific in making wishes." Well, I was really horny and I asked the genie to have the world's biggest penis. Ended up with a 7-foot tall concert pianist. He was a nice guy, but So the next time I tried, I asked for the world's biggest cock. That was fun, but the poor rooster died. So I asked for the world's biggest dick, and that's how I ended up on top of your husband, Johnny. What do you get when you cross a rooster with a small dog? A cock-a-poodle-doo.
That's cute.
A rooster ran across the border from the USA to Canada and laid an egg. Do you know which country the egg belongs to? Anyone?
No, I don't know.
Roosters don't lay eggs.
Oh,
That was a good one.
What do you get when you cross a vacuum and a rooster?
that's a tough one.
A cocksucker.
Oh. Dang, these are nasty, Pepper.
If chickens wake up when the rooster crows, when do ducks wake?
When a hunter fires his gun.
At a quack of dawn. What What's the difference between a rooster and a prostitute? The rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo. The prostitute says any cock will do. Okay, a little politics here. I told my son Matthew, you will marry the girl I choose. He said no. I told him she's Bill Gates' daughter. He said, okay. I called Bill Gates and said, I want your daughter to marry my son. Bill Gates said no. I told Bill Gates my son is CEO of the World's Bank. Bill Gates said, no, okay then. I called the president of the World's Bank and asked him to make my son the CEO. He said no. I told him my son is Bill Gates' son-in-law. He said, okay. And that's how politics works.
Oh, man. Yes, it is. That's.
All righty. Who's up next?
Oh, it's clever.
All right, big hand for Pepper.
Wait.
I'll come up here and say a couple of jokes.
Thanks you, Don Pepper, and comes back with a splash. With a bang. Comes back with a bang.
Yeah, very funny.
Yeah.
Now, Thibodeau and Clotilde had just got married yesterday. And when Thibodeau went back to his house today, he found that Clotilde was gone. Now, he got pretty worried, gathered up all his friends. He got Boudreaux, he got Bateau, he got Como, and he even got Pierre and Hebert. They looked everywhere. Couldn't find Clotilde nowhere. No success. Now, about 2 days later, Thibodeau went back to his house, and there was Clotilde standing in the kitchen. Now, Tib asked her where she had been, what she'd been up to, and why she hadn't been home for 2 days. Now, Clotilde, she replied, well, Thibodeau, this strange man came in here and kidnapped me, and he had wild sex with me for a week. Now, Tib thought about that for a minute. He said, yo, you only been gone for 2 days. What you mean a week? Then Clotilde said, well, I'm only here to make a sandwich. I didn't get that one either, huh? All right. All right. Open mic. Who's up?
Sorry.
All right. Let me
WyNott, you
explain.
gonna
Let me
go?
explain.
WyNott,
The man kidnapped her and had sex with her for 5 days. But only 2 days had passed. She came home to make a sandwich. And then she was going back
You going
for
back?
3 more days. sex.
Oh.
Yeah.
That requires some calculations.
I'm not on my game. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm
No, it's not
screwing
you.
it up.
It's a.
It's me. It's me.
No, it ain't.
I can
I'm
handle
pretty
it.
sure it's not.
All right, why? You want to come save me up here? You got jokes? Well, damn, you fast.
Huh.
Get out the way.
Oh, there
All right,
you go.
everybody, big welcome for Why.
Yay,
Can you hear me?
Why?
Can you hear me?
Now we can, yeah.
Okay. These are believe it or not things. This is a transcript of a radio conversation between a U.S. naval ship and a Canadian authority off the coast of Newfoundland. You decide whether it's real or made up. Okay? Canadians, please divert your course 15 degrees to the south to avoid a collision. Americans, recommend that you divert your course 15 degrees to the north to avoid a collision. Canadians, negative. You'll have to divert your course 15 degrees south to avoid a collision. Americans, this is the captain of a U.S. Navy ship. I say again, divert your course. Canadian. No, I say again, you divert your course. Americans, this is the aircraft carrier USS Lincoln, the second largest ship in the U.S. Atlantic Fleet. We're accomplished. We're accompanied by 3 destroyers, 3 cruisers, numerous support vessels. I demand you change your course 15 degrees to the north. I say again, that's 15 degrees north, or countermeasures will be undertaken to ensure your safety of the ship. Canadians, this is a lighthouse. You decide.
Oh, wow.
All right, the following question was supposedly given on a chemistry exam. Is hell exothermic, meaning giving off heat, or endothermic, absorbing heat? Support your answer with proof, and this is the exam. Well, most of the students wrote proofs of their beliefs using Boyle's law. Boyle's law is that gas cools off when it expands and heats up when it's compressed, or some variant of that. So one student wrote the following thing. First, we need to know how the mass of hell is changing in time. So we got to know the rate that souls are moving into hell and the rate that they're leaving hell. I think we can safely assume once a soul gets to hell, it won't leave. Therefore, no souls are leaving. And as for how many souls are entering hell, let's look at the different religions that exist in the world today. Some of these religions state if you're not a member of the religion, you'll go to hell. And since there's more than one of these religions, well, and since people don't belong to more than one religion, well, we can project that all people and all souls are going to go to hell. Well, with birth and death rates like they are, we can expect the number of souls in hell to increase exponentially. Now, we look at the rate of change of the volume in hell, because Boyle's law states in order for temperature and pressure in hell to stay the same, the volume of hell has to expand as souls are added. And this gives 2 possibilities. 1, if hell is expanding at a slower rate than the rate at which souls enter the hell, then the temperature and pressure in hell will increase till all hell breaks loose. Or 2, of course, if hell's expanding at a rate faster than the increase of souls in hell, then the temperature and pressure will drop until hell freezes over. So, which is it? Well, if we accept the postulate given to me by Mrs. Therese Banyan during my freshman year, that it will be a cold night in hell before I sleep with you, and then take into account the fact that I still have not succeeded in that area, and then 2 can't be true. So, therefore, hell is exothermic, and the student got an A on his paper.
That was a
I
hell
guess
of a
so.
proof.
A lot of words. A lot of science.
I'm sorry. But I had to fill up a fucking hour here, so I'm doing it. All right, this is supposedly true. Do you believe it? On the 20th of July of 1969, as the commander of the Apollo 11 lunar module, Neil Armstrong was the first person to set foot on the moon. His first words after stepping on the moon is, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," and they were televised to the Earth and heard by millions. But just before he re-entered the lander, he made this enigmatic remark. "Good luck, Mr. Gorski." Well, many people at NASA thought it was a casual remark, maybe concerning some rival Soviet cosmonaut or something. But upon checking, there's no Gorski in the Russian or American space program. Over the years, lots of people questioned Armstrong as to what is the "good luck, Mr. Gorski" statement and what did it mean. But Armstrong always just smiled. Well, on the 5th of July of 1995 in Tampa Bay, Florida, while answering questions, following a speech, a reporter brought up the 26-year-old question to Armstrong. This time he finally responded. Mr. Gorski had died, so Neil Armstrong felt he could answer this question. In 1938, when he was a kid in a little Midwestern town, he was playing baseball with a friend in the backyard. His friend hit a fly ball, which landed in his neighbor's yard by the bedroom windows. His neighbors were Mr. and Mrs. Gorski. As he leaned down to pick up the ball, young Armstrong heard Mrs. Gorski shouting at Mr. Gorski, "A blowjob! You want a blowjob? You'll get a blowjob when the kid next door walks on the moon." And there you go.
That's perfect.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess he was finally due.
All right, little kids, they're really so funny. Students, American history students. These are history is seen by young people. Ancient Egypt was inhabited by mummies, and they all wrote hydraulics. They wrote in hydraulics. They lived in the Sahara Desert and traveled by Camelot. The climate of the Sahara is such that the inhabitants have to live elsewhere. Moses led the Hebrew slaves to the Red Sea, where they made unleavened bread, which is bread made without any ingredients. Moses went up on Mount Sinai to get 10 commandments. He died before he even reached Canada. Actually, Homer was not written by Homer, but by another man of that name. Socrates was a famous Greek teacher who went around giving people advice. They killed him. Socrates died from an overdose of wedlock. After his death, his career suffered a dramatic decline.
Oh, Lord.
Joan of Arc was burnt to a stake, spelled S-T-E-A-K, and she was canonized by Bernard Shaw. Finally, Magna Carta provided that no man should be hanged twice for the same offense. In medieval times, most people were illiterate. The greatest writer of the futile ages was Chaucer, who wrote many poems and verses and also wrote literature. Another story was William Tell, who shot an arrow through an apple while standing on his son's head. It was an age of great inventions and discoveries. Gutenberg invented removable type and the Bible. Another important invention was the circulation of blood. Sir Walter Raleigh is a historical figure because he invented cigarettes and started smoking. And Sir Francis Drake circumcised the world with a 100-foot clipper.
Oh my God.
The greatest writer of the Renaissance was William Shakespeare. He was born in the year 1564, supposedly on his birthday. He never made much money and is famous only because of his plays. He wrote tragedies, comedies, and hysterectomies, all in Islamic pentameter. Romeo and Juliet are an example of a heroic couplet. Writing at the same time as Shakespeare was Miguel Cervantes. He wrote Don Quixote. The next great author was John Milton. Milton wrote Paradise Lost. Then his wife died and he wrote Paradise Regained. Oh, God. During the Renaissance, America began. Christopher Columbus is a great navigator who discovered America while cursing about the Atlantic. His ships were called the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Fe. So stupid. Abraham Lincoln became America's greatest president. Lincoln's mother died in infancy, and he was born in a log cabin which he built with his own hands. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves by signing the Emasculation Proclamation. On the night of 14 April 1865, Lincoln went to the theater and got shot in his seat by one of the actors in a moving picture show. The believed assassinator was John Wilkes Booth, a supposed insane actor. This ruined Booth's career. Gravity was invented by Isaac Walton. Chiefly noticeable in autumn when apples are falling off trees.
This is too funny.
Johann Bach wrote a great many musical compositions and had a large number of children. In between, he practiced on an old spinster which he kept in his attic. Bach died from 1750 to the present. Bach was the most famous composer in the world, and so was Handel. Handel was half German, half Italian, and half English. How do you do that? He was very large. So kids. Beethoven wrote music even though he was deaf. He was so deaf he wrote loud music. He was so deaf he wrote loud music. He took long walks in the forest even when everyone was calling for him. Beethoven expired in 1827 and later died for this. These are so silly. Kids, I love kids. All right, the sun never set on the British Empire because the British Empire is in the east and the sun sets in the west. Kids, you gotta love kids. All right, Queen Victoria was the longest queen. She sat on a thorn for 63 years. Ouch, that hurt. She was a moral queen who practiced virtue. Her death was the final event which ended her reign. Louis Pasteur discovered a cure for rabbis. Rabbis. Charles Darwin.
For rabbis.
Charles Darwin was a naturalist who wrote The Origin of the Species. Madman Curie discovered radio. And Karl Marx became one of the Marx brothers. Am I laughing at my own jokes? Yes, I am. All right, the First World War, caused by the assignation of the Archduke by an anarchist, ushered in a new era in the annals of human history. Oh my god.
Ew.
All right. And then my last joke for the night here. This guy is dining alone in a fancy restaurant. There's this beautiful redhead sitting at the next table. He's been sneakily checking her out ever since he arrived, but he doesn't have the courage to start talking to her. Suddenly, she sneezes and her glass eye comes flying out in the air. Right toward the guy, and his reflexes kick in, and he reaches out and plucks the eyeball out of the air and hands it back to her. Well, the redhead is mortified. Oh my, I'm so sorry, she says as she pops the eye back into place. Let me buy your dinner and make it up to you. So he joins her at a table, and they enjoy a wonderful meal together. And afterwards, they go to the theater, followed by drinks and at a bar. They talk, laugh. She shares her deepest dreams. He shares his. She listens. After paying for everything, she asks him if he'd like to come to her place for a nightcap. He says yeah, and they return to her place, and he ends up staying the night. The next morning, she cooks a gourmet meal with all the trimmings, and this guy's amazed how everything's been so perfect. How incredible the woman is. He can't believe his luck, and he says, you know, you're the perfect woman. Are you this nice to every guy you meet? And she says, well, no, you just happened to catch my eye. And that's mine for the night, boys and girls. I'm sorry I laughed at my own jokes.
That's funny.
Well, that's okay. It happens when they're funny.
Yeah.
Shoot, I laugh at mine. The problem is sometimes I turn the mic off to do it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to spare all of y'all my last joke. Maybe save it for next week.
Oh.
But I will give you a hint. It's about Dr. Thibodeau.
Uh-oh.
And the
Now that you
Dr.
started
Mayo. No. You
it,
gotta wait. We got a special tonight. We got us a treat. We got some music.
Yay!
Yeah, Mr. Wibble gonna
Mr.
take the
Wibble!
open mic
Mr.
and perform some guitar for us. So
Yeah.
everybody, let's give a big, warm, happy welcome to Mr. Wibble.
Yay, Mr. Wibble! Do we have to turn on a stream or anything, or is it good
No,
as
he's gonna do it in local.
Yay, Mr. Wibble!
All right, everybody, want to say, first off, let's give it up for Y. Y, good to see you. And Nick, thank you so much again for letting me play. I know it's a little different, but gotta, let's see here. Got two songs I'm going to do on the guitar. I'm going to sing. I got a song by Weird Al, and the second one's going to be a Shel Silverstein song. But anyway, this first one's called I Love Rocky Road. Hear those Oscar bells and I start to drool. Yeah, I keep a couple quarts in my locker at school. The chocolate's getting old, and vanilla just leaves me cold. There's just one flavor good enough for me, yeah, me. Don't give away no crummy teaspoon, just what I need. Baby, I love Rocky Road. I have a gallon, baby. I love Rocky Road. So have another triple scoop with me. Yow! Tell me ice cream junkies are all the same. All the soda jerkers know my name. Your supply is gone, and I'll be moving on. But I'll be back on Monday afternoon. You'll see another truckload's coming in for me. Yeah, for me, singing I love Rocky Road. What you gonna have? I have a gallon, baby. I love Rocky Road. Have another triple scoop with me. Ow! Make it talk. When I'm all alone, I just grab myself a cone. And if I get fat and lose my teeth, that's fine with me. Just lock me in the freezer and throw away the key. Singing I love Rocky Road. Going half a gallon, baby. I love Rocky Road. So have another triple scoop with me. I love Rocky Road. So going half a whoops. I love Rocky Road. So have a sip with me. Love Rocky Road. So go and buy half a gallon, baby. I love Rocky Road. So have another triple scoop with me. Thank you.
Yay!
I got I got one more. I got one more quick. I got one more quick one. This one's by Shel Silverstein, and thank you guys so much. Had a lot of fun with this one. Could be good to see you guys. And anyway, okay. So this one's called "Freaking at the Freakers Ball." Well, we're going to the Freakers Ball tonight at the Freakers Hall, and you know you're invited, one and all. Come on, babies, grease your lips, grab your hats, swing your hips, and don't forget to bring your whips. We're freaking at the Freakers Ball. Blow your whistle, bang your gong, roll up something, take along. It feels so good, it must be wrong. Freaking at the Freakers Ball. Well, all the freaks and the geeks, they're boogieing together. They're the freaks dressed in all kinds of leather. The greatest and the sadist and the masochist to scream the beast hit me, and I'll hit you. FBI is dancing with the junkies. All the straights swinging with the funkies. Across the floor and up the wall. We're freaking out the freakers ball. Y'all freaking out the freakers ball. Hello there. Hey, looking good. Looking marvelous. Everybody is kissing each other. Brother on sister, son on mother. Smear my body up with butter. Take me to the freakers ball. So pass that roach, please, and pour the wine. I'll kiss yours if you kiss mine. I'm gonna boogie till I go blind. Freaking at the freakers ball. The white one, red ones, yellow ones, and red ones. The necrophiliacs looking for dead ones. Greatest of the sadists and the masochists too. Screaming, just hit me and I'll hit you. Everybody's falling in batches. Pyromaniacs trying to get matches. I'm gonna itch me where it scratches. Freaking at the freakers ball. Y'all freaking at the freakers ball. Freaking at the freakers ball. Thank you.
Oh my God, that was so fun, Jake. That was great, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Oh man, thank you for sharing that.
Wow.
That was
Wibble.
fantastic.
Oh my God, I'm actually smiling from that last song.
My face
That was
hurts.
awesome, man.
I was
All
laughing
right,
the
big
whole
hand
time.
for Mr. Wibble.
Mr. Wibble.
Yay, Wibble.
Music and comedy. Perfect combination. Lovely.
Wow, that was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you, Mr. Wibble.
Yeah, very
Yeah, not
good.
only
very
that,
good.
but you got a great voice too.
Oh, thank you guys.
That's right in.
Having fun. Just having fun.
And you play well.
Yeah, and you can play any week you want.
Or
We'll
every-
definitely see you next week. We'll see you Thursday, hopefully. But thank you, everybody, very, very much. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right. All right. With that, everybody, we're going to call it a night because I ain't got no more jokes. Although
What night are you
I
going to
should-
call it? What night is this? I don't even know what night it is anymore. I'm
it's
lost.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
Okay. Tuesday.
Yeah, what's not you gonna call it?
So everybody,
Mr.
thanks
Wibble,
for coming. Thanks for laughing. Thanks for joking. Thanks for grooving. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
Hey, thank you, Nick.
Hey.